I'm Derek B., editor of the Peru Tribune, coming to you again today for another edition of Tomorrow's News, our daily video series in which we tell you a little bit about what to expect in the next day's newspaper. Today's Friday, March 14th, 2014, so I'll be telling you what you can read about in the Saturday, March 15th print edition of the Peru Tribune, or online tonight at perutribune.com. On our lead story, I take you through some of the highlights from this year's legislative session. That wrapped up last night as the General Assembly adjourned for 2014. The biggest proposal continued to be the business personal property tax cut. Our local officials, including Miami County Economic Development Authority Executive Director Jim Tidd and Peru Mayor Jim Walker, felt that the proposal, although it was improved, was still likely to be destructive to Miami County's business prospects. I also talked to Representative Bill Friend and State Senator Randy Head about some of their most interesting proposals from this year's legislative session that were passed. And we got into a little bit of what to expect in 2015, which is supposed to be another budget year. On our display story, Eric Stoff went to Mechaniqua Elementary School today for Pi Day. 3.14, as we all know, is the mathematical constant pi, and on the 14th, for about 20 years now, an elementary teacher there has been offering students a chance to win pi by learning about pi. Really a great activity to encourage kids to learn and also to enjoy some tasty desserts. Also on A1, we have a profile story from Chad Abshire. He interviewed Angela Scott, who's the newest member of the Bunker Hill Town Council. She told us about her government experience, her time in Bunker Hill, and a little bit about her personal life. So it's great to get an opportunity to get to know somebody who is now serving the public. And we had a story from our friend Scott Cousins over at the Frankfurt Times. He went last weekend to the Indiana State, I believe it's the Home and Garden show, but I hate to be quoted on that. That show continues in the Lafayette area through the weekend, so certainly I encourage anybody who is interested in that sort of thing to look at our story and also to go to the show before it wraps up. Finally, on the sports page, we had two stories from Nick Roby. The first is our boys all-county team. We talked to all the local basketball coaches and among ourselves about who we felt were the most significant players of the year. You can look forward to seeing students from all three of our local schools on that team. Our basketball player of the year probably will not surprise you if you've been paying much attention, especially to the taller players in Miami County. Nick also named our boys athlete of the winter, who was not a basketball player. That was a Peru wrestler. Again, if you've been paying attention, you probably know who it is. And we talked to him not only about that, but also about the All-Star Duel he'll be taking part in Sunday. I'll be sure to look for coverage of that, as well as possibly another report on the Garden Show in Monday's edition. As always, you can find all those stories in tomorrow's print edition of the Peru Tribune. You can find them online tonight at perutribune.com, and you can find links to them on our Facebook and Twitter pages, which are both Peru Tribune. Finally, you can find me and all of our reporters on Twitter. Until tomorrow, that's tomorrow's news. I'm Derek B. I will be out over the weekend, but I will be back with you on Monday.